Welcome 8th grade students. This is a screencast to show you the next step in the research unit which we have just started. So far you've come up with 10 to 15 interesting topics, and yesterday in class I asked you to choose 2 of those topics and do a free write on them, old-fashioned style free write, like you might remember from elementary school. We tried to generate some beginning ideas about the topic, and this is just some of the background knowledge you bring to it. Once you've finished and turned in those 2 free writes, you should move on to the next step. The next step is what we're going to call a TQS, which stands for Topic, Question, Significance. You can help yourself think about your project by describing it in a 3-step sequence, a 3-step sentence that states your topic and your question and the significance of your research topic and your research question. I have some examples. Example 1 is for my beekeeping topic, so I'm going to phrase it like this. You can see that for topic I wrote, I'm working on the topic of beekeeping because I want to find out how beekeeping might be good for the environment. And look, we're still going to call it a question even though I'm not phrasing it as a question here. I'm making it part of the sentence. But you can see that the question would be, how does beekeeping benefit the environment? Or something like that. And then my significance is, so I can help others understand how important a healthy bee population is to human life. So it reads straight through like this, one sentence. I'm working on the topic of beekeeping because I want to find out how beekeeping might be good for the environment, so I can help others understand how important a healthy bee population is to human life. It's not easy to do the significance part of the TQS statement, but we're going to need an eventual goal, and you can see how it's a little bit like a thesis statement. So don't worry at first if you can't find something to put in as the significance in the 3rd step. As you develop your answer, you'll find ways to explain why your question is worth asking. So try to phrase it, and don't get too frustrated about making it perfect. Look, this is a side note. This formula is meant to prime your thinking. Use it to plan and test your question, but don't expect to put it in your paper exactly in this form. So while this looks a lot like a thesis statement, it's a thesis statement that we're going to be using to guide our thinking rather than something we're going to put in our research paper just as it is. Here's example 2. This is for the topic of one-to-one technology in schools. So I wrote this. I'm working on the topic of one-to-one technology in schools because I want to find out if or how much this technology helps students learn, so that I can convince others of the importance of student access to the internet and other technologies. Sorry, you can see the full thing there. So you can see how my research question might be, does one-to-one technology in schools help students learn? That's my question. What's the point of this research? So I can convince others of the importance of student access to the internet and other technologies. You can see how this one takes less of an explanatory approach, and it's going to be more of a persuasive approach. That's fine if you want to do that also. Notice that the purpose of my paper is going to convince others. So I'm going to use research that helps answer this question to help convince others of the importance of one-to-one technology. Your goal, and you can pause the video right now, is to do 2 of these, topic, question, significance. I will post a document to Google Classroom that sets it up, so you can just kind of fill in the blank for topic, question, significance. But, I mean, you could easily just write it out as I have right here. Notice we're still using like the commas before our conjunctions, and 1 period at the end because I can write it all as 1 sentence. I'm going to go on to the very final step, but I want you to do these 2 first. So write 2 of these. Oh, one last thing. If it's not working, maybe you've chosen a topic and you did your free write, but it's impossible for you for some reason to do the topic, question, significance, you should choose a different topic from your interesting topic page. You don't have to do the free write again, but doing the free write might help you do this. I think my free writes helped me come up with my TQS statements. So do these 2 first, and then move on to the final step. The final step is to search for an article to use to start your research. In order to do that, head to the Southeast homepage, go to the library page, go to Online Tools, and this is where I am right now with Online Tools. Click EBSCOhost, Middle School Magazine Collection. If you are a strong reader, you can do the High School Magazine Collection if you want to. Middle School Magazine Collection. I mean, a lot of the articles are the same. And then I'm just going to select the first two and continue. I'm going to type in one of my topics, and as you probably know already, the keywords are one of the most crucial parts of the research process. If I just do beekeeping, you can see it looks like lots of good stuff comes up already because it has to do with my TQS statement. So I'm just going to pick one article, and don't forget to look at the full text of the article. And when I find an article, I'm just going to make sure I can find it again. So I suppose I'll just copy and paste the headline title into a document, and you should do that too. So make sure you can find your article again if you find one. You don't have to print it out yet or anything like that, but do find it and read it. And once you've done that today, you're done. Thank you.